So question number 2 is all about visualization diagrams. So what they want you to do is identify 4 items that could be included in that visualization diagram. So if we look at the actual question, it mentions that they're going to take these mobile museums into the primary schools around the country. They decided that large banner posters would be displayed at the sides of the buses and lorries. So therefore we're thinking about designs for these aspects, aren't we? So what we need to do is make sure that we think about things like titles, so a straightforward one. We can mention about the fonts could be included. We could talk about colours as well, and we could mention pictures. Very straightforward. Okay, so there 4 simple answers that would get you 4 marks. However, what I have seen when I've marked this paper before is that lots of students make the mistake of repeating the same answers again and again. So lots of them will put pictures, they'll then say things like images, they'll then say drawings, or they might say a sketch, something like that. So here you'd get 1 mark for your first one, and then you wouldn't get any marks for the others because they are repetitions of the first bullet point on the mark scheme. Okay, so there is one way around this. You can differentiate your answers by, you could say pictures for the first one, which would get you a mark, and then you could mention a second picture, but it'd have to be in context and specific about a particular thing. So you could say a picture of a Roman soldier. Okay, so there 1 mark for that one, and then 1 mark for that one because it's different, but that's the maximum you can get. You can only get 2 marks for mentioning pictures, but they have to be different in some form or some context. Okay. An area where you can deviate from pictures and drawings, things like that, is you can say a graphic or a logo. Okay, so once again you'd only be able to get 1 mark for that one, and then the second one is a repetition, so you wouldn't get a mark for that. So in these questions, it's lots of students lose marks because they write too many answers. Okay, so if I give you an example, so you might have a title, you might have font, and then someone might say font size on the same line, then they might have colours, and then they might have pictures. Okay, so the examiner must take your first 4 answers. So 1, 2, then this one here would be discredited because it's a repetition of the first one, and then you would get your 4th one. But this 5th answer here wouldn't be counted because it only asks you for 4, and the examiner must take your first 4 answers. So even though it's correct, you would not get a mark. So by having a repetition of an answer which comes under the same mark point on the mark scheme, you wouldn't get that mark. So be very careful of writing too many answers, which as a result you lose marks because the rest of them are discredited. Okay, so keep that in mind. In the next video we'll look at question number 3. Hopefully this has been useful. Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the videos. So over the next few weeks I'll be releasing lots of exam questions and talking you through how they work. Hope that's been useful.